Sorry. Haha. I was muted. All right. Um, so let's go through this again. Hello. Incredible evening, everyone. I am Shakia, the professor of Silaholics Anonymous and the product line Honestly SpINKing, which I'm going to use our sublimation paper and ink this evening. I was muted because normally I start with my banner and I didn't put it up this time because I want to take a picture afterwards and put that in the thumbnail. So I didn't put a thumbnail to begin with. Um, so yeah. Anywho, tonight we are going to sub to Glitter HTV. This is something that's been highly requested, more so for easy subly, but I thought I had enough easy subly, but I don't. So we're going to do this onto Glitter HTV. But the good thing about this is you'll get to see the difference in the rainbow and the snow white. I'm not a big fan of the one that's like the pure white. I just feel like it doesn't give off enough color. It's also like, oh, you know what? I have to reprint it again because whenever I sub to this one, I feel like I have to use premium matte. I don't think the entire thing of this is really like poly like the rainbow one. This one takes really well. When you're looking at this, it does look like there's some areas, you know, where I don't know how to describe it, but I'm not a big fan of the um the Snow White. Now, or if I do it, I end up having to do it longer than 30 seconds with our paper so that it can fully take, but it looks much better if you use premium matte. But we're going to see the difference. Since I don't have easy subly, I figured I'd still give you a twofer and show you both types of Glitter HTV. The only difference, like I said, with the easy subly is you don't mirror it when you cut it, because with the glitter, you're cutting to the adhesive side, you have to mirror it. With easy subly, because the print side is the front, you just cut it as is. You don't mirror it because you're going to pick it up with your, if you have to, pick it up with your transfer tape and then put it down. But again, I don't have any easy subly, but the final results as far as pressing it would be exactly the same. I am going to do print and cut with my Cameo because I often get asked about print and cut and settings and all of that kind of good jazz. So I am going to do print and cut. However, you don't really need to actually use your, like the print and cut feature of your Cameo. So if you have a Cricut and you're going to design in Silhouette and then save the file to open up in Cricut and size it, of course you can't cut this because it's too big. You would manually cut in strategic areas to be able to place it down. But because I constantly get questions about print and cut, I am going to do this as a traditional print and cut this evening. Have I subbed to the Clear HTV? No, I have not. Someone gave me some, and I feel really bad because it's in a box, and now I can't figure out which box it is, like which box it's in, because I have so many boxes in the garage. But it would be done the exact same way. Whenever I'm pressing anything, some sort of transfer, Glitter HTV, Go in the Dark HTV, Easy Subly, even if it was the clear, it would all be done the exact same way. I would cut it. And so for the clear, I would cut the back, put it down, and then put this on top. So I'll do the same way. All right. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you are interested in this, stick around, give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so already, check your subscribe button and make sure that it is grayed out and not red, and then ring the bell and change your settings to all so that you don't miss any content that I release. And if you are watching live via Facebook, tag a friend in this video and tell them to come on over, baby. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. This live broadcast is brought to you by the letters HSINK and the numbers 3, 6, and 5, which are our signature letters and numbers for our incredible product line, Honestly SpINKing, otherwise known as HS Ink 365. Um, with our products, you are able to sublimate as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. No butcher paper required because there's absolutely no bleed out through the top of the paper. So you're going to see here that I'm not going to use any type of cover sheet inside the shirt, on top of the shirt, or anything like that. Now, the temp and time is there. I can do that with my Hotronics. I can actually go to 360 for 25 seconds. But, we find that 365, 30 seconds is a good mid-range as long as you know that your heat press is actually outputting 365 degrees. I've even done it with an easy press. All right. So check out our website, shop.hsink365.com. And since we're here, we might as well just go ahead and jump over to Silhouette Studio and get started. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead and set this up. So I've already designed it out. So you would go in and design your file, completely. And I'm going to set my design page to 11 by 17 because that's the paper I'm going to print to. Make sure that my machine is set to Cameo 12 by 24 inch matte because I'm going to do 11 by 17 paper. All right, I'm going to go over, well, first, let me also set up my cut. So what I like to do is, you can cut from the same one, but because you mirror in I have to mirror this for the print. I don't want it to mirror my registration marks. So I do not print mirrored in my print settings. I have to flip it in the program. So I like to make 2 different files for the cut and then the print. So I'm just going to duplicate this. And I really don't need to see all of the other colors. They're laid on top of each other. So what I do is I just right click and weld it to make it one solid piece and group it together. This is now my cut file made from the exact same print and cut one. All right. So then you can either, do everything from one window or open it up in another one. I like to open it up in another one. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I'll come over here and paste it. The piece of vinyl that I have was 5 by 20. So I'm just going to make it that size. And then I'm going to flip it horizontally and then rotate it 90 degrees to fit on my vinyl. Now, I like to do what I call a weed border because Boss Moves is a little bit of a thinner font. I like to do a weed border. So I'm going to go over to my offset and just go offset, and it's going to put a small border around it. I really don't want it to cut the middle parts. So after I hit apply, I'm going to release compound path. I like to use keyboard shortcuts, but you can do it the right click way if you would like. So I'm going to go Control Shift E because I have a PC. That releases all of the inner parts. And I'm just going to go up here and hit weld. That way I have just one solid line around it. I really don't need it to cut again inside the cavities. So now this is ready to cut. I cut this with a blade of 4, force of 20, speed of 7, I believe is what I cut this on when I cut mine. So blade of 4, force of 20, speed of 7 or 6, one of those. But if you'll know whatever settings, work for your particular cutter when cutting through Glitter HTV. So now this is set up. I would go and send this to cut. I personally don't use any of the presets that are here. Let's see, where are we? Oh, hold on. My machine, I pulled the plug out. Hold on. So I personally don't use any of the presets that come with it. It is cardstock plain. I ignore that, and I'm just so used to just taking it and moving it to the setting that I want it to be on. All right, so I'll just set it that way. And because I have it on plain, I'm not going to get that warning that says, do you want to cut as is or mirror it? If you decide to use one of the presets that is for heat transfer vinyl, it is going to ask you that. You need to tell it to cut as is because you've already flipped it in the program. Oh, also, right now I am set to cut edge. I don't want it to cut just the offset. I want it to cut everything because I don't have an offset on mine. If I had like an intentional offset on it, well, I still would have like that part would be cut edge, and then I would cut my border. So there's a difference between having an actual outline around it, and for me, this is just a weed border, and you're going to see the purpose of it. You almost didn't see it because I started to weed, and I was like, oh wait, no, I have to show them the purpose of this. So in this case, because I don't have an additional border, I'm going to select them and choose cut. Because I welded all of this together, it's not going to give me any cut lines where my letters overlap. So I can do it as just cut. If it was not welded, I would have to do my internal one as cut edge, but then leave my outside one as just cut. But I'm not worried about that. Okay. So we would go and send this. I've already cut mine out. I'm going to go back over to design. And I'm going to go back over here and we're going to set up my print and cut. I've already done mine, where is my, okay, there's the one that I'm going to do. I was like, wait a minute, because once you print it, you cannot move it. So I had to make sure I had that one, and I'm going to show you guys on a different one. So I'm going to turn on my registration marks by hitting M on my keyboard, or you can go up here to the top right icon, go to the last icon, which is your registration marks. And, I've already turned mine on, but you can turn it on from here. I always max out my thickness. For the most part, I normally have my length maxed out as well. Because I am printing to an Epson 7720, I can extend my cut area by changing my insets. If you are new to print and cut, I don't recommend that you do that on your first one because a lot of things can kind of happen with that and things being cut off. If you have, let's say, an EcoTank 2720, 2800, 2803, 3700, 3710, any of those that do not print borderless, you won't be able to change all of your insets, but that's for a different video. All right, so I'm going to put this here and rotate it because, of course, it's not going to fit all the way across. Now, this is something that I prefer to do. I do not want this to cut all the way around it. I only want it to cut in very strategic areas just to give me somewhere to line this up to. So I take a box and put it over my design. I want to leave like a little bit of the B. I'm going to move this up because I want a little bit of the M. I have a little bit of the S. And if I want to register on this side, I have a little tip of my drip and a little bit of the S. Right now, I do also have the top portion, and you can leave it like that. I'm a little extra. You're going to see on mine, the way I have it set to cut, I didn't account for any of the tops of the letters, but it is good to cut those because it'll give you even more of a registration area, but it's not necessary. So I'm going to have that go all the way out. So I have my end piece, I have my B, I have all of that, right? And then I'm going to pull this out just a little because I don't want it to go right on the edge. Although, you know what? Let's pull it back. Let's get a little bit of the drip. Now you're probably looking at this saying, wait, isn't that going to cut into it? No, it's not, because Silhouette Studio has cut edge. So it's going to not think about anything that's inside the box and only search the edge. All right. So I'm going to select this, go over to send, and let's zoom in and see right now it wants to cut everything. I'm simply going to click cut edge, and it's going to only cut the tops. Now, right here, I don't really want it to cut that inside part of the M. It's just an unnecessary cut. So I'm going to come back to design. And right in here, I'm just going to draw like a little shape with my draw polygon or draw curve, just so that when I go back to send and I choose cut edge again, it eliminates that part and it's just going to be straight white paper. Okay. All right. Now that I have that set up, I need to flip it in the program. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to flip it horizontally so that I can print as like the regular way without it being mirrored. And on mine, I did 2. I'm not worried about this part cutting out. I rather, because I mean, since nothing's going to print there anyway, I rather have that part hanging out because I can always snip that away with scissors. But we're going to go ahead and put this like this, and then you would send it to print. So I'm just going to go print my Sublimation printer. Basically, all of my settings, the way that they are, this was already set and it was set to mirror. So I just went to more options and unchecked mirror. Now I do have a setting that has mirror off. You can create a preset for that if you are going to do a lot of print and cuts for your sub prints. But I just went on to it and I just turned off the mirror and then hit OK to then print it. I'm not going to print because I've already printed this out. So let's go over to here. And like I said, I have changed my insets and things to make it a little bit closer to my design, but you may want to avoid that if you are fairly new to printing cuts. All right, we're going to go over to, let's switch to camera 2. All right. Now this is a brand new mat. I'm hoping it does not rip up my sub paper because it's a brand new mat. I tried to detack it a little. So of course I use a Cricut mat, even though I'm using a Silhouette. And I've already calibrated this one. And I'm just going to take my print and be very careful with getting it down. Because like I said, this is a brand new mat. So I don't want to fiddle with it too much. All right, boom. I'm going to unlock my blade, and I'm going to take this up. I mean, it's not too thick. I should be okay with, I thought I was okay with the 4, but I'm going to take it up to a 5 and put that back in. We're going to go ahead and load this. And when you're loading for print and cut, your mat goes to the back of that line. So you can see from your angle, you can still fully see the grade line. It should not be where you can't see it. That's no. That's incorrect. This is correct, where it's right behind the line. I have no idea why it's super dark over here. All right. My tripod is a little bit in the way, so I'm going to move that over. And we're going to go to, let's split the screen. All right. And, oh, let me go back into here because that one does not have a little piece around it. Uh-oh. Nope. Go back to send. I want to zoom in. That's the one thing I don't like about this new version. You're already zoomed in and then it goes back out as soon as you go to send. So cut edge. All right. I'm going to do blade 5 for say I'll leave that at that. And we'll take this up to about 7. Hope it doesn't cut too deep. I should be okay. All right. And this is not that thick. So I'm probably doing overkill right now, but it's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just send this to cut. Oops, wrong one. Let's switch to solo mode. There we go. And while that's going, I'll finish weeding this. So let's tilt you a little bit here. And the purpose of the weed border is you see, like, because it's thinner here, I'm able to weed through this and not touch any of my actual design so it doesn't come up. Hold on, I'm trying to do this without it being on the table. Okay, good. That's finished. All right, perfect. I had to make sure it all cut out. Did it cut all the way through? Yes, it did. But it didn't cut up here, obviously. So let me snip this manually. Because on one, I cut it all the way through. On the other one, I did not. So let's just snip that off. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. I forgot that side isn't cut either. And I almost snatched that thing up. Oh, come on. I almost forgot that I should have put a cut line on the end of this one though. Dang it. I almost forgot about this one because I wanted to show both ways. This mat is super sticky because it's brand spanking new. All right. Let go of my paper. All right, I'm going to flip my mat over so that it doesn't curl too much. And let me grab a scraper just so I can get up under there. So you can, oh, come on. That same one is giving me issues. This is like really stuck to it. So this one I'm going to have to try and pull this way because it is stuck to this mat. this piece is really thin for the M, and I don't want that to break off. So I'm going to just peel it carefully for the rest of this. All right. Let's put this mat up. And then let's finish weeding this out. And I just like to do this when I have like any designs that have any intricate pieces, just to make it a little easier to weed. I don't know, this rainbow one didn't cut as well as, man, this is the Snow White one. This one didn't cut as well as the rainbow one. I'm not sure if it's because they're made a little bit different, but it didn't cut, like it didn't cut through to where I have to be careful with how I'm weeding it. I don't know, I can't tell if there is an opening. Nope, that connects right with the E. This little piece needs to come out. And there should be a little opening right here. All right, I think that's everything weeded out. Yes. Okay, yep, that's everything. And now I'm going to, I have a light pad. The light grip mats. It's only because it's brand new. Those work fine for me. I have literally a whole case of the standard grip 12 by 24s. It's only because it's brand new. The next time I go to use it, it won't even be like that bad. Or once I'm using it for other stuff like cardstock and all that, it will loosen its grip some. I prefer just the standard mats. I really don't care to have a bunch of different mats. The only one I have is like one strong grip mat. And that's only because I was cutting magnet sheets. All right. And then my other one is here. Child, why am I trying to keep this vinyl? All right, so this is the rainbow one. This is the straight up white one. So you can somewhat see the difference in them. You can see the iridescent look and like the pink hues, and this one does not have that. And if I hold it back, well, I don't know, I can tell that this almost looks grayish on camera, and then this looks like a pure white. There we go. So that's the difference in the two. I just cut the magnet sheets. I don't print on it. I just cut them. And then because you take it's an adhesive top. So I just do a print and cut on regular paper and just put it on top of it. But I don't print directly to it. My weeding, I didn't use my weeding tool this time because it is in the other room. This right here came from Harbor Freight, but I have a weeding pen that Danny got me from Amazon. Oh, you asked me where's my weeding pen? It's just not in here because I was pulling everything out of here to change the room up, so it's not in here. Oh, I mean, it cuts really good. The one I don't like is the 3. The 3 is the only one I feel like doesn't cut well. And that might just be personal. Okay. All right. So now we're going to switch over to my phone and press this to these shirts. All right, my tip of my collar is right there. I'm going to check my pressure and also pre-press. This is heat transfer vinyl, so I do want to give it a little bit more pressure than 2. Oh, that's too much pressure. All right, 3, 4, I'm good there. All right, let's grab. On this one, I think I want to put the rainbow flake one. I'm going to fold this in half to find my center point.
Who's in there? Who's in the bathroom?
All right. I'm live. And we're going to do this for a quick tap of 2 seconds. And I am at 365. So I'm going to just do a quick tack. I did that for like 3 seconds. And we can peel that off. That's the one thing I love about using Siser for this, because you can do quick tacks. What the heck was that? I have no idea what the heck that sound was. All right. So now with this one, you can see my little cutouts everywhere. I'm going to take this and line it up. Grab me a little bit of heat tape here just so that it stays down. And in place. All right, I got to pull this towards me a little bit. Sorry if I go out of view. because I have to pull it towards me just a little. Oh, come on. This is why I like having, I'm going to show you, it's going to be a little bit easier next time because I have like little tabs on it. And that's why I don't really like to cut it right to the edge because it makes it harder to position it. All right, let's, come on now, stop it. Where is my thicker tape? Me and this little thin tape are not going to get along. I normally don't need to use this much tape, but this is the 1/2 inch instead of the full inch. All right. That's going to be good right there. And we're going to press this for the 30 seconds. And let me take this one out of the bag. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, guys. Also share or tag someone in the video on the live. All right. I'm going to leave this one and reveal them both at the same time. Just so that you can see the difference in the two vinyls. Now, I probably should have done a third shirt so you can see this in premium matte. Like I said, I actually prefer on the white, like the Snow White one, to print on premium matte only so that it gives it more for the black. The other colors are fine. It's just something about the black that I don't always care for when it comes to subbing to it. All right. I have no idea where my center is. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You are right there. Pull you up a little bit so I can see you. All right, we're going to fold this in half. Press it. So that I have my center mark. This is a very deep V-neck. So I don't go like, I don't do the whole 4 fingers. To me, it'll be down too far. Oh, I don't have on my V-neck one. My other V-neck. So it's more like for this one, it's like 2.5, 3 for me, for my liking. That's what I like for it to be. And I'm just going to check the sides. This is I think this is a 2X. I randomly grabbed whatever was on top, and the other one I think is a large. Yeah, I think that's a large. Okay. So we're going to press this for 3 seconds or 2 seconds, then 3 seconds. So this one, I have like little tabs on it. That's why I like for it to go out a little bit more. Although this one got utterly destroyed. And my print's going to come out a little funky on this one because it ripped. Let me try to tape that down now and tape that in place because that ripped. All right. I'm going to pull you guys back so I can come closer to my face. So see, I have little handles now, and it makes it a lot easier to line this up because I have my little handles I can pull to line it up. Lord, all this tape. I should just grab my thicker tape. The thin tape doesn't grip as much. Oh, it's right here. I thought it was in the other room. Okay, let me put just a few pieces of the thicker tape on it because it just holds it so much better. Yeah, see, that holds it down. That thin tape doesn't. That's why I like to have different sizes, and that's why we sell from 1/2 inch up to 6 inch on the website. All right. So this one, I am going to let it go for a few more seconds, only because of the black. I want to try and make it a little bit darker, although it's not going to help it much. For some reason, with the white one, the pure white one, it doesn't take to the plain paper black as well as the rainbow one. All right, so 365, 45 seconds. Yeah, this one over here moved just a little. I think it's more so because of that tape. All right, let's reveal them both at the same time. All right, so I'm going to tilt you guys some and bring it right up in your face. There we go. Oh, actually, it didn't come out. Well, it actually did. It did good this time. This one actually didn't do as well. Probably should have let this one go for a little bit longer. That one up there did awesome. So I did let it go for a little longer than 30 seconds on that black. But on here, for those colors, they're about the same. The black is a little stronger here because I let it go for 40 seconds versus 30 seconds. So let it go for a little bit longer with the glitter vinyl. I do have a little bit of line here. Actually, I guess I could have lined it up a little bit better, but I don't really like to do so it was me in lining it up because you can see the extra ink on the side. This is why I don't really like to put a bleed because you will still see that on your shirt. And I like to try and get it to line up exactly. So I was a little bit off because I can see the ink back there. So I should have pulled it over. And that's because of the angle that I was at. I was trying to keep it in view for you guys and didn't realize I needed some more space on this side. So everything is kind of like pushed this way and you can see the ink on the edge. This one was not as bad, but I can see the black ink on the purple shirt. All right, so I'm going to go over to the other camera. And you can see the difference in the release a little bit on that black, a little bit more on this one than on this one. Come on. All right. So this one is the rainbow. I don't know, the lighting on this camera is absolutely horrid. I should have left it over there. And then this is the Snow White, but I let this one stay for a little bit longer than this one. So the black looks a little darker on here. Oh, wait, you can't see both. Hold on. There we go. And I didn't think about the fact that Incredible is black and this is a dark gray shirt. Didn't think about that one. I probably should have put a white outline on this one to avoid that. I didn't think about the fact that this is a dark gray shirt, Shakia. And just so that you can see where this lands. So if it's up here on my shoulders, hold on, let's see. I'm gonna pull this up. So it sits here instead of being underneath here. So I like for it to sit up a little bit higher. Oh, let's see, let's put it on over this one since it is a 2X. I just picked up any shirt. Although this is a Bella canvas. These big boobs are probably need the 2X. Probably could have come down just a little bit more. Because right now I'm at like 2.5. I probably should have come down to a full 3. And had it come down just a little bit more on these big old boobies. But I didn't even know who in the heck I was making this for. Again, I just grabbed one. But I can rock this because I forgot in Bella Canvas, 2X in ladies cut definitely fits these figamajiggies. And this one, I'll give away. I mean, it's going to sit up kind of high. This one kind of mad because it is going to sit up kind of high. So maybe I'll add something else to the bottom so that it looks intentional and the design like fills down there. And then then I won't know what size someone is. Because I just randomly put it in an order and you're not a large, this ain't gonna do nothing for you. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'll put something to the bottom of this to even out the design and the fact that it's up. Yeah, I probably should have went 3. Normally I do 4. I probably should have gone a full 3 instead of 2.5. Actually, this one's about 2. Could have definitely gone down a little bit more. But I'll put something to just even it out to where it looks like it needed to be that high because there's more design like right here. So yeah. So I'm so lost with that box you put around the words. I put it there so that it does not cut everything. So see, when it cut, it didn't try to cut all of the letters. It left this part like just solid, and it gave me just the cut on the I, the tip of the N, this, and like I said, I probably with this design, I probably should have left the tops of Credible because then it would have given me a better registration. But we put the box so that it's not cutting every single letter. The more registration or like areas to line it up, it can mess with your head a little bit too, because you're going to try and make every single thing line up. So the least amount of spots, the better. As long as you have one like on each end, top and bottom, you're good. But this is the reason for the box. And then I like having the tabs so that I can lay it down like this and kind of just see where they register at. With this one, I'm holding it on the actual design, so it makes it a little bit harder to get it to line up. Okay, that's the purpose of the box. And then you just set it to cut edge instead of just a regular cut. Understand now? Any questions before I hop off of here? If you are just joining, we did Sublimation to Glitter HTV on these 2 Bella Canvas shirts. EE? Okay, I'm coming. Telling me it's EE. I love how you make everything so easy. Thank you. I take it as a compliment. Um, Okay, I'm being summoned to the dinner table, and he refuses to leave out of my room until I go eat. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys again for joining me this evening. Hope, I'm all tongue tied now. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Like I said, if it's easy subly, I do the exact same thing as far as lining it up. The only thing that's different is with the easy subly, you don't have to you don't mirror it when you cut it. You cut it as is. All right. So that's the only difference in that. And glitter glow in the dark HTV would be the exact same way as this. And I hate, you know what? Let me see. I'm going to switch over to this one real quick. I just feel like the color from my phone is a whole lot different than, and I'm going to give this a not pink background so you can really see it. Let me close this. Oh, but now it's dark over here. I'm pulling it back some. And I'll take pictures, of course. Yeah, I think I made it. Yeah. This camera is a whole lot better than the other one because it's my phone. So even with that one, it's still very, very vibrant. Is there a link for the vinyl? You can get it, like if you click on my link and the one for Heat Transfer Warehouse, they have it there. There's a lot of the purple one has the purple one has the Snow White one. The purple one has the Snow White one, and the black one has the Rainbow Flake. And anywhere that sells Siser, Florida Flex, they have Siser, Glitter, Easy Weed, Heat Transfer Warehouse, Brilliant Vinyl, any of those. But I have a link for Heat Transfer Warehouse. So if you click on the one that says Professor's Helpful Tips, helpful links, if you click on that and go down, you'll see the link for Heat Transfer Warehouse, and they have it there. Thank you. But really any will do, because from Florida Flex, they have their brand, or their, like, it's just like a generic brand. I thought I had my ring up here. And I've used theirs as well, and basically the same results. Any Glitter HTV will work. Thank you. All right, guys, let me get out of here so I can go eat. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Don't forget to visit the website shop.hsink365.com. All orders before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time go out the same day. I think my husband's a little bit better than Amazon. All right. So talk to you guys later. Peace.